You were taught that the Mahabharata was India's first great war. That is wrong. There was another war before all of it, and history forgot to tell you. It was written down 3000 years ago in the oldest book ever made by human hands, the Rigveda. Hidden inside it, the battle that gave India its name. His name was Sudas, descendant of Emperor Bharat. The king this land is named after. Bharatavash. Under Sudas, the Bharat tribe had become unstoppable. East, west, north, every battle won. Kings from the other tribes watched and made a decision in the dark. If we do not stop Sudas now, there will be nothing left for any of us. 10 tribes, 10 armies, all against Sudas. Their weapon was not an army. It was a sage, Vishwamitra, who had turned against Sudas. He brought something more dangerous than any sword, the knowledge of divine war hymns. 10 tribes answered the call. The Rigveda names them all Purus, Yadus, Druhyus, warriors stretching from the hills of the Himalayas to what we now call Iran. A force so large, it darkened the horizon. And between them, the Parushnani river. Then the drums sounded, and the Dasharajna, the battle of 10 kings, began. The 10 kings pushed with everything they had. Their numbers were overwhelmed. The Bharats were being swallowed. But Sudas fought like a man chosen by the gods themselves. Hymn 7.18 of the Rigveda records this moment, written by Vasishtha in the battle, in real time. He described his king moving through war like fire through dry grass. Unstoppable, the enemy plan was working. Drive Sudas into the Parushani, drown the Bharats. Then Vasishtha, Sudas's priest council, left the battlefield and ran to the river. He prayed to the river herself. And the river answered. A wall of water came down on the 10 kings. Chariots, weapons, banners. The Parushnani took them all. 10 armies shattered. The Rigveda records that some survivors fled westward, carrying Vedic culture into the lands that would become Iran, Armenia, Greece. This single battle seeded civilizations the world still remembers. Some of the tribes who fought here merged, became the Kurus, settled on a plain called Kurukshetra, where 1,000 years later, their children fought again in the war we all know as the Mahabharata. But for now, the battle of 10 kings was over. Sudas declared himself emperor of all land between the 7 rivers, performing the Ashwamedha Yagna. The Bharats had not just won a battle, they had won a world. Without this battle, there is no Bharat tribe. Without the Bharat tribe, there is no Bharatavash. Without Bharatavash, there is no India. This was the war before the Mahabharata. Older than Troy, older than Rome. Recorded in the oldest text humanity has ever written. For more such forgotten epics, subscribe to Echoes of War.